Good morning, everyone. Today we have a unit here that has an issue with going into gear as well as brake lights coming on and staying on. This truck had this problem for a while for the customer. It intermittently happens and it left him stranded on an intersection once, which is why he brought it here for us to check out. Now, this issue is a weird one. It's not happening now, but based off the transmission not going into gear and the brake lights coming on, I'm assuming it's a brake switch issue. Possibly not seeing the brake switch indicator saying that the brakes are on or off or what. But with the lights being on, it's probably the switch might be shorted or the circuit might be shorted, so the truck thinks the brakes are on. So what I'm going to do first thing, especially on these internationals, is check the body controller. So as you can see, it's a pretty good diagram of the body controller. We're going to be looking at this connector there, the J5 connector, because it controls our brake switch inputs from the switches themselves. And I'm just going to look to make sure there's no corrosion or anything happening, which is kind of famous for these units going bad. And then we'll go from there. Now, these body controllers and these HXs and pretty much all internationals are located on the left side kick panel right behind there. So I'm going to pull that apart and see how it looks. We'll have depends on what year you have. These ones are Torx bits, 2 of them, and then you have a 13mm head bolt right in there. And we're using a T30 Torx. Okay, got that panel out of there. Looking at the body controller here, doesn't look like there's any signs of water, which is good. I'm going to pop that J5 connector off and check the pins, see if there's any corrosion or anything in there. Well, as we can see, no corrosion. Pins look good in the controller as well as the connector. Another thing to check for would be spreading of the connectors here, so make sure that they're pretty tight and they're not worn out, which these ones look good. I'm gonna grab a tool to put in there. It's a test pin to make sure that it has good drag, and if it does, well, we're gonna go towards our brake switch, have a look at that, which should be inside here, but like behind the cluster. But these are kind of a pain to get to, and you'll see in a bit. Okay, so I got to the brake switches. I had to remove the cluster and get in behind here in order to see kind of where it's located, because they like to move them. That right there is going to be your brake application pressure. That's not the one we want. We want the brake light signal, which is that one right down in there, right there, that one right there. So I removed the connector as well as the sensor and inspected them. The pins weren't spread or nothing. I kind of looked at the wiring, couldn't see anything rubbed through. So my guess is an intermittent switch failure. So I replaced that switch. There's a part number. Just double check, make sure you have the same one. Just order it from the dealership using your VIN. And I wrote on there intermittent open. That way there, if this doesn't fix the problem, then I'll reinstall this one and continue diagnostics. But I'm pretty sure that that's it, because even when I unplug that sensor and turn the key on, my brake lights fail, or they stay on. I think it's a fail-safe. So that's a good sign for us here, and I'm pretty sure that's it. So gonna let the customer take it. Gotta put all this back together, and then they will update us on whether or not the issue happens again. And if this video is posted, that means that this fixed the problem. If not, then I will continue on trying to find this issue, and then I'll continue recording. So yeah, that's it. Put it back together and go on a road test, see if it messes up on me, and then send it out to the customer.